To fully understand what the 33rd parallel is, you have to first come to the realization that the planet is alive.
Auckland, New Zealand, 1997. Retired military and commercial airline pilot Bruce Cathy publishes his book, The Energy Grid.
Alive like me and you are alive. The same way you breathe and you exhale, you inhale and exhale. So does the planet. The same way, or we call her Kai. The same way that you have a heartbeat, so does the planet.
In it, he details his experience observing UFOs during his time working for the New Zealand military. He noted that these crafts were always following straight lines. After mapping them, he discovered that they followed a distinctive grid pattern.
In fact, nature is more alive than you and I. And for you to understand the 33rd parallel and why is it such a strong energy source, you have to understand that the planet is alive, that the parallels are veins. Just like you have veins, the planet, she has veins. I repeat, just like you and I have veins in our avatar, the planet, Kai, she has veins in her avatar. They call them parallels and they call them ley lines. All right, but they don't really talk about it like that. You know, ley lines, because it's a metaphysical thing, they'll write it off as a conspiracy theory. Anything that these oppressors, that the oppressors cannot prove or understand that's beyond their own comprehension, they'll just write it off and call it a conspiracy theory. Or if they know about it and they don't want you to access it, they'll call it a conspiracy theory. Or if anybody that's aware of the esoteric information, because they'll get the information and hide it from the public. But
while flying over some of these zones, he also noticed that various structures were actively being built along the paths.
This is what they're going to show you about the ley lines. You see them? They're going to show you that these are this all energy, different energy that the earth pumps out. See these different lines? They all have a looping. These are different points. But look how many ley lines it is. So they all running through different parts and intersecting and looping throughout the planet. That's what they show you about ley lines. Well, the parallels is ley lines, so it's the same thing. But if you look up parallel, check this out. This is the trickery, y'all. This is the trickery. If you see that, if you look up 33rd parallel, they're gonna show you an energetic line running clean across. You see Atlanta, you see Columbia, Atlanta, run through Jackson, Mississippi, and Money, Mississippi, Little Rock, Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico, right on Phoenix and LA. You see it? They right on the line.
Military, starting in World War II, had also figured out this special grid that surrounds the entire planet.
Let's talk about the cities that we notice on the 33rd parallel. Atlanta, Georgia. Think about what Atlanta, Georgia represents in the culture of the world. Think about it. Who you think blew it up like that? They use their media to blow it up like that. Now, right? Think about how the world looks at Atlanta, Georgia. Think about how the world look at LA. What's LA? It don't get no bigger than LA, right? Shit, really? Dallas on the 33rd parallel. Phoenix, Arizona, 33rd parallel. So we got Atlanta. We have Dallas. We got Little Rock, Arkansas, Phoenix, Arizona, and we have Albuquerque, New Mexico, LA. Them the ones they show you. You got Paris, France, ley line.
The military was using certain spots on the earth to build military bases and other structures. Here we have an ancient grid structure, probably built by extraterrestrials, possibly to power their craft, that's now being reconstructed today by the military.
The Hollywood land sign, that's in California. That's on the 33rd parallel. You got downtown New York. That's on the 33rd parallel. Where they have the Statue of Liberty at, on the edge where the water is at, that would be where one of the dots is at. That's where one of the dots is at, the whole downtown New York. So I need you to see that they built all of their major cities over all the main quantum energetic hubs along the 33rd parallel. You got the Vatican, 33rd parallel. See with that dot? That's a dot right here. This is why they got the phallus right there as well. This whole center, 33rd parallel, very important energy. That's what that's called, the Eiffel Tower. 33rd parallel. Look what they built right there on it. And notice, at the top, it forms a vortex. The vortex is the point where two lines meet. 33rd parallel, Stonehenge, 33rd parallel. Pyramids of Giza, 33rd parallel. Pyramids of Giza, 33rd parallel.
Could it be that ancient structures throughout the world were designed to function together as part of a massive energy grid? And did the architects intentionally leave behind information for us to find once we had the technological knowledge to recognize this system? But why? What were the alien architects trying to tell us?
Extraterrestrials knew that at some point in our evolution, an technologically advanced society would stumble across all of these ancient sites.
You feel me? That's called priming you, like they've been doing. This is why we don't know shit about the 33rd parallel today, but we will after this lecture. It's called priming you.